Hey guys, it's Lori. Um, Saturday night, late, and I just been pontificating about a little bit everything as usual. It seems, I don't know how you guys are doing, but I just can't seem to either get out of this funk, which is playing a game on the phone or watching YouTubes. And it's like if I get a little something done in the day, I consider that, a score. Yay! And today it was like, it wasn't much. That's all I can tell you. Since I've been retired, it's been a fiasco to adjust to time and uh, not having to do anything, not having to be anywhere. I mean, the only time I really do anything is if I have to be somewhere, and then I, wait, piddle until I go do it, and then I do some stuff around the house. It's really become a um, conundrum for me, I guess you'd call it a conundrum. Because I know better than to just sit around and waste time. However, I've never been one of those to sit and waste time. So I'm actually rather enjoying it, but I'm afraid I'm enjoying it too much and I may, become one with the sofa instead of, one with life again. Um, so I did make a, a video last week that, the week before, whenever, you can go look. But about, where I'd been and how I'd been through several, well, many major crisis in a 10, 11 year period, 12 year. And it's, I had lost my dad too. And my house got condemned for a short period of time because people got involved, turning me in as if I had vacated my home, which I hadn't. Anyway, there was just, you just wouldn't believe how many things happened. So I fell apart a little bit. And then I thought, well, I'm going to take the time to find out what kind of blocks I have. I've been spiritual most of my life, and I've had gifts for all my life. And a lot more over the years have grown. And, but, you take breaks from things because life, you experience life. And this is what I want to say here, is that being spiritual doesn't mean that you just walk out on life. Being spiritual means, yes, you're going to make more boundaries, and you're going to put up with less crap. But it also means that you're once you do the work and go through your dark night of the soul and all that, the whole idea of this experience is to keep experiencing it. Sorry, I had to put that out. But um, it's not always easy to get back out there. And especially after COVID 20, in 2020, that's when I really started doing more podcasts and I started doing more YouTubes and stuff because I realized that there were so many of us at home and even teenagers and stuff that needed to hear something more positive and something to work on besides some of the stuff that they're watching. I wasn't too impressed with some of it, but my granddaughter told me, she said, well, Grandma, there are times that if I didn't have YouTube to come home to and these funny, stupid things that people are doing to make me laugh, I'd fall apart. And I thought, oh, and so that's what made me start thinking of other people my age. And I thought, well, there's a lot of us out there, and we've gone through, uh, the young years, the teenage and young adult years, and the adult years. and some more adult years. So we've all been through the gambit. Most of us are getting ready to retire if we haven't already retired, you know. And it is a new world right now. I want you to know. I spent most of my life talking to God, and all my friends know, and almost every stranger that's ever met me has heard something come out of my mouth about God or the universe or spirituality. And that includes UFOs and aliens and angels. So, you know, take your pick. It's all in there. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I realize this is a rough time that we're all going through with the earth changes and it's not climate change, it's just an earth change. It will kick back to good climate again. Let's not get carried away. Let's be careful, and let's really look at all the information out there before we make a judgment call and allow them to really mess our whole world. But the thing is that take this time, because I did do the work. I went through and I looked at my shadow. Our shadow is anything that scares us, anything that we're afraid of, anything that causes us anger or fear or triggers. And it's a plethora of feelings, you know, sadness, anxiety. There's a reason for all of it. And if you get through it, I usually like to use a hypnotherapist, because hypnosis, you are a third person and you're going through it and you see it more as an observer. So you get to release the emotional issue with it, see it for what it was, and you can let it go. But never give up your memories. This is real important. Your memories will work for you as far as giving you red flags, what to watch out for when you see somebody that, you know, and all of a sudden you get a red flag. If you take away your memories, you won't have those red flags anymore. So I'm telling you now, there's a new technique out there they got now. I forget the name of it. And but it takes away the memory. You don't want to take away the memory. You want to take away the pain. You want to take away the sadness, the fear. You want to take away the feelings, the emotions of it that drag you down. And our world really is a world that we create by our feelings, by our emotions, our deep subconscious beliefs. So those need to be worked on, and so that you can heal and start co-creating with the universe now. That's what this whole place is about. It's about us co-creating and having fun. However, we are also, God knew we were coming down here to experience life and to experience pain, and to, because we didn't understand that before we came here. We didn't know what pain was. We didn't, that's why it hurts so much. That's why it's so devastating to us. And we, you know, we go into a form of shock sometimes. So go easy on yourselves. Everything here is based on causing us trouble and us learning lessons through it and letting it go. And I'm not saying let it go and forgive somebody and, oh, be friends with them again. No. We have to play the storyline out. And the storyline out is they hurt us. We need to forgive them in our mind and let them go. And but always be aware, red flags, that they are not good for you anymore. So just stay away from them. And I got so many things on my mind. I just didn't know where to go and where to start today. And but I wanted you to know that I'm doing better, and every day gets better. I'm happier. I'm at peace with myself, with me. And when I'm at peace with me, that means I'm at peace with the world, and the world has to respond to me as I am. And I know it's hard when you're really frustrated and you're down and you got a lot of anxiety, and a lot of things in your head. But find a way to work on them one at a time, quickly if you can. That's why I just swear by hypnotherapy. And work through them. There's a lot of good coaches that are on YouTubes and internet and different spiritual centers and stuff. And it's worth the expense if you're having trouble getting through it yourself. And but if you can, keep going, because it's not meant to be ugly and painful. It's meant to be fun, and it's meant to be beautiful. And now we got to get through some of the pain and all that crap because we had to experience it. And stop feeling guilty or ashamed of yourself for anything you might have done. Make absolution to it. You will pay karma if it was something really bad against another human being. If it was just against you, lighten up on yourself. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We came here to make mistakes, actually, and to recover from them, and to heal from them, and to be stronger, a stronger entity. Learn your power. I have been going through spiritual up-leveling for about 9 years now. And the thing is that when you start meeting the powerful ones, the other gods, and the things that they put you through before you can get into heaven is phenomenal. And I've been fighting it tooth and nail, kicking and dragging. And but I finally accepted how their process works, because I wasn't real fond of it. Who is, right? But now that I've accepted it and did it my way anyway, I had to do it the slow way. I had to do it my way. I had to do things the way I understand them. And I wanted to see more. I wanted to see how deep the rabbit hole went. There are things I wish I didn't even know anymore. But, oh well, live and learn. But the thing is that I don't want to rise up and go to heaven yet. It's an honor to be able to do that instead of go to 5D. However, I want to stay at 5D because I want to have fun here. I want to create cool things, fun stuff. And I want to see people succeed and grow spiritually, because that's what we're here for. It's a spiritual thing. It isn't about money. It's about allowing the universe and trusting the universe that everything you will need will be provided. And it's true. So relax about what the money looks like and the Kardashians and all that crap in Hollywood. Let it go, because it's not real. And I don't know, maybe they didn't want a soul. I don't know. I'm not going to judge, but, some of the way they dress, the way they act, and present themselves is not exactly what I would take as real positive, at least positive role models at all. So, but that's me, I got a hint of old-fashioned to me, and but I think we all should. The thing is that give yourself a break. God knew you were coming here to experience things. The universe just wants you to begin to love yourself so much that the world knows how to love you too. And it's hard when we've come from rough backgrounds or childhoods, past lives. And we also carry generational things, emotions from our parents, our grandparents. So sometimes there's a lot to go through. So don't wait. Go ahead and start getting through it. Because when you get to the point when your soul wants to really start rising up. Because there are just different levels to Earth. And then there are dimensions, and there's other realms, and there's all kinds of things that you're going to be given choices on. Some of the realms I wouldn't recommend, because you're not, only you will know if you belong with a hive or not. A bee, like a beehive, you know. And I knew I wasn't. So most of you are star beings, and you don't belong in a hive. So, but they are going to push you and push you and push you against everything you truly believe, to make sure that that's what you really do believe. And then if they feel threatened in any way, shape, or form, they're really going to kick your ass. Try to anyway. I'm just saying, now is the time to choose what side you want to walk on. And it's okay, whatever side you pick. I hope you pick the light side, but because that's where we're from. But if you pick falling, you know, and staying in 3D, it's understandable. It's hard to leave because it's so heavy and we feel so used to it, you know. But I just wanted you to know that you'll get through the healing process, and probably quicker than me. I had a little bit different mission here on Earth, so I understand now why I had to go through what I've been going through. And but I want you to know that you have a unique personality, and get to your authenticity, that which is really real in you, and let it come forward and start living again. There's a lot of us that thought we had lived a lot, and we get bored easy. Some of us are really, really old souls, ancient sometimes. I'm ancient. And it's very difficult for me to find things that are new for me to do and to really, you know, get all excited about. And, but I've noticed a lot of old souls are that way. And find something you love to do. I don't care if it's coloring in coloring books. Do it. Whatever puts a smile on your face. Enjoy your moments, because that's all we have is moment for moment for moment. So enjoy them however you choose. Just own it when you do it. But work through your problems. I didn't realize that I had never learned to relax and do nothing. And I've really been enjoying it this year, because I'm doing it without being tense and uptight. And, you know, this week I've been kind of beating myself up because there are things I've been wanting to do. And I'm still kind of dragging my feet. But it'll be here tomorrow. And if I'm not here tomorrow, it's no loss either way. I did what I wanted to do today, my way. And that's what it's about, finding your way. It isn't about having to follow anyone else. And I mean no one else. It's about making your way to God, to Source, your path. What's it going to look like? What do you want it to look like? What do you want to believe? I think that's the biggest question right there. What do I want to believe is true? And then it's yours to own and yours to have. So get busy. Start co-creating with God, Goddess, all it is, the universe, angel, whatever, however you want to talk it. But the matrix, our everyday life that we were accustomed to, is falling apart. So instead of panicking, I would like everyone to take a minute to deep breathe. Sorry. Hang on a minute.